That $3 bottle of Dawn sitting by your sink, it can replace just about everything underneath it. I'm talking degreasers, stain removers, bug sprays, jewelry cleaner, even stuff you'd normally run to the store for. But most of us only ever use it on dirty dishes, and we never realize we're sitting on one of the most useful and cheapest tools in the whole house. The companies would rather sell you 10 different bottles that each do one little job. So today we're counting down 18 uses for Dawn that most people just don't know about. Number 18. Let's start with the obvious one that nobody actually does right. Those baked on, greasy pans you scrub and just want to throw out. Don't waste your arm on them. Squirt about a tablespoon of Dawn in the pan, then fill it up with hot water and just walk away and let it sit overnight. By morning, that grease has basically given up. Dawn is built to break down fat and oil, so it loosens everything stuck to the bottom while you sleep. A little soak saves you a brand new pan and about 20 minutes of scrubbing. Number 17. Now look up above your stove. That range hood filter and the wall behind it, that's where all your cooking grease goes to hide, and almost nobody cleans it. Pull the filter out, drop it in the sink with hot water and a big squeeze of Dawn, and let it soak. The grease just floats right off. For the wall, mix a little Dawn into warm water and wipe it down. The kitchen degreasers I've seen at the store run $6 or $7 a bottle, and they do the exact same thing Dawn already does for pennies. Number 16. Here's one I use all the time. A streak-free glass cleaner. Those blue sprays leave a filmy haze that shows up the second the sun hits your windows. Instead, put one single drop of Dawn into a spray bottle of warm water, give it a shake, and use it on your mirrors and windows with a soft cloth. It cuts right through fingerprints and that greasy kitchen film without leaving a streak behind. One bottle of Dawn will outlast a whole shelf of glass cleaner. Number 15. Speaking of grease, take a good look at your kitchen cabinets, especially the ones right by the stove. They get a sticky, almost invisible film on them over time that regular wiping just smears around. A soft cloth with a little Dawn and warm water lifts that film right off and brings the wood back to life. It's the kind of deep down clean you'd expect from an expensive wood cleaner for next to nothing. Number 14. This one has saved me from calling somebody more than once. If your kitchen sink is draining slow, 9 times out of 10, it's grease building up in the pipe, not a real clog. Pour about half a cup of Dawn straight down the drain, then chase it with a full kettle of boiling water. The Dawn breaks the grease down and the hot water flushes it through. It's a whole lot cheaper and a whole lot gentler on your pipes than those harsh drain chemicals. Number 13. Now let's talk floors. You do not need a fancy name brand floor cleaner. Just about a teaspoon of Dawn in a gallon of warm water cleans sealed tile and laminate beautifully. And with 4 kids tracking in half of Michigan every single day, trust me, I mop a lot. Just go easy, a little Dawn goes a long way, and you don't want suds all over the place. One bottle replaces those $8 jugs of floor cleaner over and over again. Number 12, moving into the bathroom. If your tub and shower have that soap, scum, and grime that just won't quit, here's the combo that changed everything for me. Warm up some white vinegar, pour it into a spray bottle, and add an equal squirt of Dawn. Spray it on, let it sit for a bit, and wipe. The Dawn clings to the grime and the vinegar cuts the mineral buildup. People pay good money for special bathroom sprays that don't work half as well as these 2 cheap things together. Number 11. While we're in there, your toilet bowl. A good squirt of Dawn left to sit for a few minutes breaks down everything stuck to the bowl, and then it scrubs clean with hardly any effort. It even helps with that stubborn ring. It's not glamorous, I know, but it works, and it's a habit my grandmother swore by long before they started selling a different colored cleaner for every single room in the house. Number 10. Okay, this is the one that makes people gasp a little. Grease and oil stains on clothes. You know the ones, the salad dressing drip, the spot of bacon grease, the mystery mark on your kid's good shirt. Most stain removers can't even touch an oil stain, but Dawn is made to dissolve grease. Put a small drop right on the spot, rub it in gently with your finger. Let it sit a few minutes, then wash like normal. I have saved so many shirts this way that I'd already given up on. That little drop replaces a $6 stain stick easy. Okay, we're halfway through and we've already replaced a whole sink full of specialty cleaners with one little bottle. But the next ones are where it gets really good, where we start saving real money around the house and out in the yard. So stick with me because number 1 is the one that quietly saves me the most every single year. And real quick, here's something a lot of folks don't know. You've probably seen the news where they wash off the poor little ducks and otters after an oil spill, and they're always using Dawn. There's a reason for that. Dawn is gentle enough for a baby bird's skin, but strong enough to lift crude oil right off its feathers. That tells you just about everything you need to know about what this stuff can do to the grease in your own home. Number 9. Now out to the garden or even your houseplants on the windowsill. If you see those tiny aphids or little bugs eating up your plants, you do not need a pricey pesticide. Mix a teaspoon of Dawn into a spray bottle of water and lightly mist the leaves. It coats the soft little bugs and takes care of them without all the harsh chemicals near your food or your family. Just don't overdo it. A light misting is plenty. It can save a whole tomato plant for basically free. Number 8. Here's a tiny one that'll save your sanity in the summer. Fruit flies in the kitchen. Pour a little apple cider vinegar into a small bowl, add a single drop of Dawn, and leave it out on the counter. The vinegar draws them in, and the Dawn breaks the surface tension so they can't land and fly back out. By the next morning, problem solved, and you didn't need a $5 trap from the store. Number 7. If you've got a dog, this one is handy. In a pinch, a little Dawn works as a gentle bath, and it'll actually kill fleas on contact when you lather it in. Now, I wouldn't use it every single week since it can dry their skin out, but for an emergency bath after they've rolled in something awful, it does the job for a fraction of what the pet store charges. Number 6. Let's bring back a little sparkle. Your gold and diamond jewelry gets dull from lotion and everyday gunk. Drop your rings into a small bowl of warm water with a touch of Dawn. Let them sit a few minutes, then gently brush with a soft toothbrush and rinse. They come out looking like the day you got them. That's a jeweler's cleaning for free, right there at your kitchen sink. Just skip this one for soft stones like pearls or opals. Number 5. This one's for anyone who wears makeup or has a daughter who does. Makeup brushes get loaded up with oil and old product, and those special brush cleaners are shockingly expensive for what they are. Swirl your brushes in a little warm water with a drop of Dawn, rinse until the water runs clear, and lay them flat to dry. Clean brushes, clearer skin, and you didn't spend $12 on a tiny bottle. Number 4. Now for spills on the couch and the carpet. With a house full of people, something is always getting knocked over at my place. Mix a couple drops of Dawn into warm water, dab it onto the spot with a clean cloth, and blot. Don't rub. The Dawn lifts the stain up and out of the fibers. It does what those expensive foaming carpet cleaners do, and you already have it sitting under the sink. Number 3. Here's a fun one, especially if you've got little ones or grandkids around. Store-bought bubbles are a ripoff, and they always seem to run out at the worst time, so make your own. Mix 1 part Dawn with about 6 parts water, and if you want them really strong, stir in a spoonful of corn syrup or sugar. The kids will never know the difference, and you just turned a few cents of dish soap into a whole afternoon outside. Number 2. Let's head outside for the really grimy jobs, the stuff nothing else seems to touch. Baked on bug guts on the front of the car, road tar, those greasy spots on the garage floor, the dirty patio furniture before company comes over. A strong mix of Dawn and warm water cuts through all of it. Just keep this one for the tough, greasy jobs rather than your car's nice waxed paint, and it'll replace a whole row of single-use outdoor cleaners. Okay, before we get to number 1, if you like simple, no-nonsense tips that actually keep money in your pocket, do me a favor and hit subscribe and turn on the notifications. I'm just getting this little channel going, and I've got a whole lot more of these on the way. All right, here's the big one. Number 1, the biggest saver of them all, your very own homemade all-purpose cleaner. Walk down the cleaning aisle and you'll see a different $15 bottle for the counters, the grease, the stovetop, the appliances, you name it. You don't need a single one of them. Fill a spray bottle most of the way with warm water, add about a tablespoon of Dawn and a couple tablespoons of white vinegar, and give it a gentle shake. That one bottle cleans your counters, your appliances, your sink, your stovetop, and just about everything else in the kitchen. I added up what I used to spend on all those separate sprays, and this one little swap saves me well over $100 a year, every single year. And to me, that's really what this is about. It's not about being cheap. It's about being a good steward of what you've already got and not letting it go to waste. So there you have it, 18 uses for one little $3 bottle. I'm really curious, which one are you gonna try first? And if there's a Dawn trick your family swears by that I didn't mention, please drop it down in the comments. I'll be reading every single one, and honestly, I've got a feeling I'll learn just as much from you all as you do from me. Now, this is my very first video, so I don't have another one to send you to just yet, but the next one is already in the works, so I'll see you in the next one.